Hello and welcome to Soul Babes Craft and Creations. I am Louise and today is Thursday, and for this video it's Duck Duck Dishcloth Day. What is Duck Duck Dishcloth? Well, it's the brainchild of Missi from Missi's Yarniverse and More, and we're basically making dishcloths. But there is a lot of fun twists along the way, and you need to go over to Missi's channel and see more about it. She also does a video each week of the Duck Duck Parade, which is basically everybody who is taking part and joining in with this make-along and has sent in their pictures. So yes, you need to go over and see what everybody's interpretation, because sometimes there's quite a few differences, and some people have been doing some pretty good different work for their things that they're making. So what are we doing? Well, Missi, some point last year, got this book. It's called The Little Encyclopedia of Dishcloths, and there is 31 dishcloths in the book. And we're making one a week. It was started on the 1st of January. I didn't start till sometime middle of February because I'd been so busy myself prior to Christmas and before the start of the new year with all the things I was doing for my own channel, that I didn't have a chance to see things that were being planned. Missi did put a video out sometime in November, I think it was, saying that was what she was planning to start it on the 1st of January, and those that wanted to take part could get their books and try and get whatever cotton and whatever they're going to use to make, give them a chance to get it all in. I unfortunately didn't see any of those videos until the middle of January, when I took a break from doing stuff myself. At the beginning of January, I took a break, like I've just recently taken a break as well, just to, there's a lot of health issues and I needed to take a break. So I didn't have a chance to see the videos because I'd been so busy prior to it. When I saw the videos, I thought, yeah, I want to join in on this. Had to get my book, which took a good couple of weeks to come from America because it's not available here in the UK. I had to get it from America, and I got it from thrift stores, which is like a used book place. I think they have mainly an online store type thing, charity, and it was available there. So I got it. Lost my train of thought. I got it and started, and I've caught up with all the ones that I hadn't managed to do beforehand, and I'm now as up to date as as everybody else. So what's happening? Well, as I say, you need to go to Missi's channel to find out more as to exactly how the ducks are involved. But basically, they decide on what one we're doing, because she's not working through the book from front to back. It's been totally random, and it's the ducks that decide. But there are a few twists in play, and the ducks like to throw some curveballs for us. So last week it was a release the Kraken, our second one so far. So what did we have to do? Well, instead of working from the book, the Kraken is a pattern from somewhere else. And this was the one that was drawn last week, which is the Lucky Clover Dishcloth. If I wanted to just do this just as a dishcloth, it's a pretty simple pattern. I didn't want to just do it just as a dishcloth, but we'll come to that in a minute. What yarns did I use? Well, I used this scrubby. I'm going to have to take me one of... I've got one which I've completed the label, so I've got this scrubby yarn. So I've got a bright orange, which is actually called coral, and we've got this rainbowy colour. And I also used a pink, which I have used all of the pink. So there are some completed ones. So this is what the label for the pink, and it's Jubilee, Jubilee yarn, scrubby dishcloth yarn. So, and it's it's 100% polyester. These are 50-gram balls, and it recommends a 5mm hook to use them. I also used some cotton yarns, and I've used two from Hello Cotton, which are 100% cotton. These each are 25 grams, and it's a 2.5 to 3.5mm hooks. So I've got two, and I've also used a yarn and colours, and this colour was green ice. The other two are numbers rather than actual colour number 129 and 138. And then the yarn and colours one is a 50-gram ball, 100% mercerised cotton, again 2.5 to 3.5mm hook, and as I say, green ice is what this one's called. So as you can see, that's 3 cotton yarn bands used and 1 dishcloth yarn band completed. At last I've managed to complete it, and this is my dishcloth. So these are all greens, which is the reason why I picked them, was because they're all green. And you can just about tell that there's 3 different yarns there. The green ice and one of the Hello are pretty similar in colour. The only difference really is the fact that one is shiny and one is matte in colour. But to look at it, they look the same. And then the scrubby is on this side. Where we go. There we go. So it looks. There we go. It looks like it's a lily on a lily pad rather than a clover. I felt like do it. When I saw the pattern, I thought, yeah, I can see myself doing this as a double-sided. Now that was fun, trying to do a double-sided, purely because I wanted to work both sides at the same time. And it wasn't till I was actually reading the pattern that we actually do this one section. That's the reason why you can see that this one here is a completely different to the other ones. You worked one section at a time. Trying to work this stuff into this stuff. Yeah, that was fun. But I did it. I felt like doing something different. And that's my interpretation. So you need to go over to Missi's channel and see the duck parade and see what she draws out next. It's fun. I am enjoying this, and it's yeah. Okay. Now, couple of things to say other than that, which is not to do with the Duck Duck Dishcloth. As I've said a little while ago, I took a 2-week break. Now, when I had 2 weeks off of videos, I wasn't 2 weeks off of doing the stuff. I tried as much as possible to get the stuff I needed to get done for the videos that you have seen in the last, within the last 2 weeks. I was trying to get most of them done before I had the grandson here, because the grandson came on Monday the 20th and actually went home Tuesday 28th. So in reality, I didn't actually have my 2-week break. Now, a comment came up on Tuesday's video was that I need to take a break, properly take a break and think of my health. Now, that isn't quite so easy. Um, the reason why it was mentioned was because I was in a lot of pain when I did that video. I am in pain all the time. Nothing works to help with that pain. And the pain moves. It's not as if it's in one place and I can deal with it in one place. It's not. It's everywhere. I have um I have several autoimmune diseases. Um the biggest one of them being Graves' disease. Unfortunately, there is nothing that can be done. There's no actual treatment for Graves' disease. All that can stop it from being, how can I put it? The thing that stops it from being totally fatal is removal of my thyroid. Well, I had the total thyroidectomy 14 years ago, which means that I am on uh, thyroid medication. Now, in recent months, I have found out that the thyroid medication doesn't really work. It helps to keep your thyroid levels up, but it doesn't actually help with everything else that the problem that having your thyroid helped with. One of those things being weight gain and metabolism and being able to have your mobility and all that kind of stuff. I know that this is going to mean that gradually my health is going to deteriorate quite quickly. Um, and it is now at the point where I am struggling. Painkillers don't work. Um, I do take paracetamol and ibuprofen when I need to, but I only take it when the pain is beyond the level I can normally cope with. I have gradually over the years, the pain levels have increased and my coping mechanism with those has increased. I cope with it a majority of the time, but there are times when that pain hits a level that I can't cope with. And I've noticed it more and more recently that that pain level is getting a little bit beyond. What also doesn't help is when I have the grandson here, um, that puts my general pattern, life pattern, sleep pattern out of whack because he has a different timings of when he sleeps. And because he sleeps in the same room as I work, this room that I am currently in is my living room. It's the main house room. It's also my bedroom. I sleep in here as well at the moment. Trying to sort out one of the bedrooms upstairs so that I can get up there, but again, slow going. Mobility for me is not so easy. Um, and I rely a lot on my husband to do a lot of things. And because he is also carer for our youngest son, who is, although he is nearly 21 years old, um, his mental ability is of a 9-year-old and needs literally constant supervision as to what he's doing, to do anything. So my husband is doing a lot. And if you bear in mind that my husband is actually 9 years older than me, he is close to pension age, but he is the carer for me and my son. And he does a lot. He does an awful lot. Um, but we cope, we manage, we do what we have to do to keep going. But with the message that Khadija put on my um, video on Tuesday, yes, I do need to think a little bit more about my health. But I am enjoying so much with doing the stuff for my channel that I don't know how I can take a break. Nice. Um, so I am going to do it that I will keep going what I can do. If you don't see a video, then you'll know why. Basically, my body has done a shutdown, which it is doing a lot more now. When my body is deciding that's it, you need to take a break, it just literally shuts down. I am in, I need to be in a dark room and asleep, and I will sleep for whatever number of hours. It happened to be that the day that that video went out, that night, I actually slept for 8 hours straight, which is very unusual for me. I normally I'm lucky if I can get 2 hours. Um, but my body did a shutdown. So it meant that when little man went home, my body shut down. And I'm actually recording this on the day that you are going to see this. In fact, I'm recording this at 10 o'clock in the morning. You will probably see this at 6 o'clock this evening, which is at UK time. I don't know what that will be your time. The, wherever you are. I don't know what times things are. So with that being the case, I obviously need to finish and get this edited and up on the channel. So from now on, if I do not manage to do a video, I will try. I will try and do a video every day that I've got videos supposedly going up. I will try and do the videos for. But if you don't see a video, then you'll know that there is a situation where I've not been able to do the work to do the video. In general, I try to batch record and record ahead of time. At the moment, I haven't got the stuff done for the videos that I do need to do for next week. So I do need to get to that as soon as possible so that I can get, because I try to record on a Saturday to record for the next week. But as yet, I haven't got all the work finished for next week's done. So we'll have to see what happens. Right. We will leave it at that for now. So thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share and subscribe. Love and kindness to everyone. Bye for now, and I'll see you all soon.